Hello friends, welcome to the video lecture series on artificial intelligence and machine learning. I am Dr. Dafda, and in this 48th video class of AIML, we will understand the last topic of the chapter beyond classical search, namely online search agents and unknown environments. Starting with the name, online search agents means agents learns everything with searching in the unknown environment. For example, the rover of Chandrayaan-3 mission learnt about the surface of the moon first time while moving on the moon, and it had no previous knowledge. Okay, till now every search algorithm that we studied assumed that the agent already knew the complete environment before starting the search. For example, A-star search, hill climbing search, simulated annealing search, genetic algorithm search, or even searching with partial observations, which we studied in the previous video class. In all these methods, the agent already had enough information about the environment or the map before making decisions. Now let us imagine a different situation. Suppose a robot enters a completely new building for the first time. It has no map, it does not know where the rooms are, it does not know where the walls or obstacles are. It does not even know where the destination is located. The only way it can learn is by moving, observing, and remembering what it discovers. This type of search is called online search. In online search, the agent does not first calculate the complete path and then start moving. Instead, it works step by step. After every action, it observes the result, learns something new about the environment, and then decide the next action. So an online search agent continuously perform three activities: move, observe, and learn. See, can a GPS calculate a route if the map is completely missing? No. In such situations, the agent has to create its own map while moving. That is the main idea behind online search. Unlike offline search, where planning is completed before execution, online search combines planning, learning, and execution at the same time. And this approach is used in many real-world applications such as delivery robots, self-driving cars, autonomous drones, rescue robots working in the disaster areas, planetary rovers exploring Moon or Mars, and even a newborn baby learning about the world by exploring its surroundings. So in this video class, we will study how intelligent agents can successfully search and make decisions in unknown environments where they must learn while acting. Okay. So let us start. Before learning online search, let us compare it with offline search. Offline search is what we have studied until now. The agent already knows all states, all actions, all paths, and goal location also. So it computes the complete solution first and then it starts moving. Online search is different. Initially, the agent knows almost nothing. It moves first. After moving, it observes the surroundings, then it decides the next action. Again it moves, again it observes, and again it decides. So online search continuously alternates between action, observation, planning, again action, again observation, and so on. And this makes online search suitable for unknown and changing environments. Okay. See, in online search, the agent knows only possible actions, goal test, and step cost. But it does not know where each action will eventually lead. And this is why online search is also called learning by exploration. This figure shows a simple maze. There is a robot who have to reach the goal state G. It starts from the initial state S, but initially it has no absolute knowledge of the maze. So every movement becomes an experiment. For example, if it goes in the upward direction, it gets stuck due to this wall and it cannot move ahead. If it moves right and goes upwards, eventually it will again get stuck. So after each movement, the robot gains new information and slowly it builds its own map towards the goal. Now one important question is, how do we evaluate an online search algorithm? Suppose the shortest path is only 10 meters, but because the robot did not know the map, it traveled 18 meters. Then the competitive ratio becomes 18 divided by 10, which is equal to 1.8. That is actual path cost upon optimal path cost, because optimal path cost is 10 meters and actual path cost traveled is 18 meters. The closer this value is to 1, the better the algorithm. A value of 1 means the online algorithm found the optimal path. And of course, a larger value means extra traveling due to lack of knowledge. So the competitive ratio measures how efficiently the online agent performs compared to an ideal agent that already knows the environment. Now let us understand one important limitation of online search. In an online search, the agent does not know the complete map. It only knows the current action and the available actions. For example, say this is one of the possible environment. The agent starts at S. It reaches A. Now the agent has two choices. One branch goes upwards and the other goes downwards, and the agent does not know what lies ahead. If the agent chooses the upper branch, it reaches another state and finally reaches the goal state, and this is the correct decision. But if the agent chooses the lower branch, it reaches another state, and after reaching that state, it reaches a node with a self loop. A self loop means the agent keeps returning to the same state and it cannot reach the goal from there, and this path is called the dead end. And conversely, for this lower diagram, the agent reaches the goal through the lower path. So both these environments look identical when the agent is standing at A. The agent has no information to distinguish between them. It cannot predict which branch is correct. So therefore, every online search algorithm will fail in at least one unknown environment. Why? Suppose the agent always chooses the upper branch, so it will fail here. And if it always chooses the lower branch, then it will fail here. Therefore, any fixed decision rule fails in at least one of these two environments, and this is one of the fundamental limitations of online search. Okay, one important type of online search is online local search. Here the agent does not know the complete environment. It only knows its current state and nearby states. So every decision is made using local information only, and this approach is useful in robots, drones and self-driving cars because they often work in unknown environments. A simple online local search is the hill climbing. We know that this hill climbing always moves towards the neighbor that looks better. Sometimes this works well, but sometimes it reaches a point where every neighboring state looks worse. This point is called the local maximum. Although the actual goal is somewhere else, the agent cannot move further. So in offline hill climbing, we can use random restart, but in online search, that is not possible. The robot cannot suddenly jump to another place. It must physically move. To solve this problem, we use LRTA star, that is learning real-time A-star search. LRTA learns from experience. Whenever it visits a state, it updates its heuristic or estimated cost, and this updated information helps it avoid the same mistake in future. Here, gradually the agent learns which paths are good and which paths are bad. Finally, it discovers a better path and reaches the goal. So unlike hill climbing, LRTA star improves its performance as it explores the environment. And this is why LRTA star is much better for online local search. Now let us understand learning real-time A-star algorithm. Unlike A-star, LRA-star does not know the complete map. It learns while moving. First, the agent observes its current state. Next, it checks all the neighboring states that it can move to. Next, using the heuristic values, it chooses the neighbor that appears to be best. Then the agent moves to that state. After moving, it learns something new about the environment. Using this new experience, it updates its heuristic value h of s, and the agent repeats the same process again and again until it reaches the goal. So this is the important equation of the algorithm. Initially, the hs value is only an estimate, and after moving to the neighboring state, LRTA star updates this estimate using the movement cost and neighbor's heuristic value. Because of this update, the agent learns which paths are expensive and which paths are better. See, here the minimum operation is used to choose the neighbor with the lowest estimated cost, because the agent always wants the best next move. After moving, the maximum operation is used while updating the heuristic value of the current state. This prevents the heuristic from decreasing and allows the agent to remember that a state is more expensive than it initially believed. As a result, LRTA star gradually learns a better estimate of the environment and avoids making the same mistakes repeatedly. So the minimum is used for decision making while the maximum is used for learning. And this learning process helps LRTA star gradually improve its decisions. And this is why LRTA star is called a learning online search algorithm. Okay, now let us understand learning in online search. The most important characteristic of an online search agent is that it learns continuously while moving. Let us see what the agent actually learns. First, it gradually learns the environment map. Initially, the map is unknown. After exploring different locations, the agent builds its own map. Second, the agent learns the result of its actions. For example, it remembers that moving left reaches one room while moving right reaches another room. Third, the agent learns better path costs. It discovers which paths are short and which are long. Fourth, it updates its heuristic values, and these updated values help the agent makes better decisions in the future. Now let us understand the learning process. The agent first explores the unknown environment. During exploration, it observes new information. During these observations, it learns from experience. After learning, it updates its knowledge, including the map and heuristic values. Because of this updated knowledge, it makes better decisions. And finally, these better decisions help the agent reach the goal faster. So the complete cycle is explore, observe, learn, update, better decisions, and faster search. Okay, so we end this chapter by looking at some real life applications. Mobile robots explore offices and factories. Self-driving cars continuously observe roads and traffic. Drones explore disaster areas where maps may not exist. Warehouse robots find shelves and delivery products. Rescue robots search damaged buildings after earthquakes. And Mars or Moon rovers explore completely unknown planets. So all these intelligent systems use the same idea, that is move, observe, learn and improve. And this is the basic philosophy of online search. I hope it is clear. So that is all for this video class. You will find the link to download the PPTs and the Python codes from the description box. Thank you very much.